Hey guys, this is a continuation of my Splatoon 4 suggestions and what I would like to see for this franchise moving forward. My previous video talked about how the concept of the story is that everybody needs to belong or wants to belong, and that DIY customization will play an important part. I'm continuing. If you haven't seen that video or listened to it, check it out. But for this continuation, I'm going to talk about the overall concept of the game and somewhat of the story and the background of it. So, the game's concept is you. You're an unknown inkling or noctoling, and you're a nobody. And it's a coming of age story where you become the hero. And you're saving society from its fringe members from a cult obsession and takeover of the game's idols. So the idols this time, they're going to be the villains of this game. Bear with me here. Everybody loves the idols. I love the idols from all the previous games, but I like to see the idols become villains this time. They can be influencers too, to keep it modern. I don't know. They can be mammalians, of course. Bunnies, cows, bears, whatever works. So 4 villainous idols, and they can be possessed by the main baddie, And these idols, they host their own news network. They promote, propaganda, and they also own their own brands, shops, even the food. So everything and all the creatures wear, use, and buy their brands. Stay with me here. So it's a lot. But I'm also toying with the idea that the main baddie is an inkling, which could be neat, rather than some huge mythical, legendary, big, huge Thanos creature this time. So, and to go back to being a nobody in the game, you live underground, or you can live underground, and in an underground suite or something, and you live with 6 outcast roommates, and a pet plankton or something, and they're all part of your journey. So you'll have a jellyfish and a prawn. They're amateur podcasters. They're also musicians. And the jellyfish and the prawn, they want to be idols one day. So your roommates, jellyfish and prawn, they'll serve as your prompts for intros. Excuse me. And mode updates. You'll also have another roommate. He's an urchin. He's a clothing customization expert, and he's also a dealer. And so if you're buying gear from the surface, from the villains, from their shops, you can repurpose those. You can repurpose that clothing into something else because you guys don't like the idols and what they've done. Salmonoid Chum. He's another roommate of yours. He's a handicapped friend. He can be handicapped, I don't know, in a wheelchair or something. Super genius. He wants to help change the world, and he's a DIY weapons expert. So if you buy gear, if you buy weapons from the surface, you can bring him down to your underground suite and talk to him, and you guys can make custom weapons. Since you guys are rebels, you guys don't like anything that goes on up in the surface, so he's another one of your cool roommates, or one that I would like to see. You can have another roommate. He's an inkling or an octoling. He's a childhood friend and rival. And blobfish. He can be a shy roommate. So your blobfish roommate, he wants to he just wants to make more friends, and he wants to learn to trust others again. So going back to your jellyfish and prawn roommates, they're going to have they're going to play an important part in your journey, since they make their own music. So anytime you start with like a level, or if you're part of the story, they can give you like a CD or something, like, hey, listen to this music. And it's their music that they made. So your roommates are trying to be idols, so why not have them give you some their mixtape to have you play during the game. And another thing I would suggest and I'd like to see is that you have your own dorms. So all of your roommates have dorms. Of course, we no longer have lockers. And this was kind of teased in Splatoon 1 in the splash intro. You had a little room with a bunch of stuff in it, which was pretty cool, and it wasn't implemented in the game. I don't know why, but I think it's time to have a dorm or a room where we can customize. I'm going to have more videos, but I like to continue with just some more simple stuff here. So your overworld gear shops are owned by the villains, and everything that you get from those shops, you can bring them down and you can customize them. So thrifting is a very important part among the millennials and Gen Z. So especially Gen Z, they love to repurpose clothes. So bringing that idea from turning unused or new stuff into something that that can feel unique for the character or you. And traditional lobby modes, Splatfest will still remain. I'm sure there's going to be more modes that'll be introduced. I personally would like to see a 1v1. It can get a little complex, Maybe if there is a 1v1, you can turn off the not necessarily turn off, but nobody gets splatted in 1v1. So your goal is just a turf, for example. But that's it for this video, and I hope I'm going to continue more of this in the next video, and I hope you guys stay tuned, and I hope you guys liked my suggestions. So thank you for listening, and I appreciate it. Thank you.